Welcome back to Chiefs Intermission. Ryan Watters with Jordan Salahor from the Kelowna Chiefs. Coming into this season, a lot of expectations. We'll talk about that in just a second. But why get into this sport in the first place?
My parents put me into it when I was really little, and it was just something that I loved. I played baseball and hockey, and basically it came down to a decision, baseball or hockey, and hockey was more fun. I enjoyed it a lot more, so I stuck with it.
Who in the family is a hockey player?
What's that, sir?
Who in the family is a hockey player? Anybody?
My whole dad's side, dad, his brothers, his dad, they all played hockey, baseball, football. They were all hefty sports guys, and it was just kind of one of the sports that was in the family.
You like to put the puck in the back of the net. Talk to me about describing yourself. If somebody was to describe Jordan Salahor as a player, how would they describe you?
I'd say actually more of a playmaker than putting the puck in the back of the net. This year I've got a couple bit more goals than last year, but I'd say more of a playmaker. I like to be that forecheck guy that kind of goes in and digs in the corners, set the tempo, be flying around the ice, get the puck and make plays. I like setting guys up. So.
Is there a guy, a coach maybe you've had, or a player that you watched on TV in the NHL that you kind of model your game after, a guy that you really look up to?
Yeah, Steve Yzerman I've always looked up to. Detroit's my favorite team, and even though he's not playing anymore, still my favorite team. Guys like Datsuk, Stevie Y back when he was playing, they've always been my role models. How
come you're not wearing 19, you're wearing 21?
I don't know. I was wearing 10 the last 2 years, and then I don't know, just decided to bump up to 21 this year. All the vets were wearing high 20s, so thought I'd go in the 20s this year. Speaking
of some veterans, you lost a couple of veterans last year, some bigger guns. Were the expectations a little bit more on you to score goals, to set up plays, being now another year older and losing some of the key guys from last year?
Yeah, definitely. We had an exit interviews last year, and guys like Scott Renner, Kyle Clerk, me, Braden Hickachey, we all got to talk like, hey, you're the older guys of the team. You've been in the league for a couple of years, we're obviously going to be expecting a little bit more out of you guys, right? Like, your performance has got to step up, got to be putting points on the board. We lost guys like Landon and Jerziak and Dane Rupert who put up 100 points, right? So, I mean, they're not expecting us to go out and put up 120 points, but, it is now our role to put up as many points as possible. We're supposed to be the leaders, so. Do you feel extra pressure, like coming into this year and each and every game, I got to produce a little bit more? Yeah, I guess in a sense I kind of do, but it doesn't really kind of pressure me. Like, I mean, I know in the back of my head, like, yeah, like, I'm the guy that's got to be, putting up points, with my line and whatnot, but it doesn't really pressure me. I don't really kind of feel pressure. But yeah, I know in the back of my head that for sure that has to happen. Playing other different sports? And other than baseball, you mentioned you play baseball. Can you play a different sport now that you play hockey and with the Kelowna Chiefs? Not really, just for fun, basically, just kind of hobbies, baseball, football. Growing up, that's all I did, basically, so just hobbies. I've never really played any other serious sport, so. When you're away from the rink, what do you like to do? I work. A lot of work, yeah. Got to provide for myself now that I'm getting older, so you're so much older. Get as much work as possible, so, yeah. Favorite meal or your favorite food that you like eating before a game? Probably pasta. Yeah, some kind of pasta. Any superstitions? How do you get ready for a game? Is there that one song you need to listen to, or do you make a phone call, do you talk to your dad? Not really. I just really visualize kind of throughout the day, like to have a bit of a nap, eat some food, and just think about what I'm going to do in the game. Sometimes my dad will give me a call and give me a little pep talk. He used to coach me back in the day, so he always gives me the pep talks, and sometimes he gets me fired up. But yeah, basically just kind of let the day go on. Kind of don't pressure myself, don't get nervous or anything, just kind of think about the game, think about what I'm going to do. What would you say to Stevie Y if you got a chance to talk to him? Would you freeze up, do you think? Yeah, I probably would. I would probably freeze up, be like, whoa. Yeah, I would just ask him, like, what advice do you have for younger kids coming up through hockey? Like, because I know I if I could do it all over, I would change a few things, and I'm sure he would have some advice to give to someone coming up as a young age. So I'd just ask him, hey, like, give me some advice. Like, what do you do coming up? Like, what did you do to move on to the next level? One thing people don't know about you, what would you say that you're willing to share with us? Most people don't know I'm half American, half Canadian. I'm from Oregon. Yeah, I've been living in Kelowna for the last 6 or 7 years. I moved up when I was 12, 13 from Oregon to play hockey here. I lived with my aunt and uncle. And then half of my family moved up here to stay with me. And so, yeah, I go back to Oregon every now and then. So were you born in Oregon? Were you born in Canada? What? I was born in Victoria. Okay. Me and my brother were both born in Victoria and lived there for about 3-4 years. And then we moved down to the States as a family, and I grew up in the States in Oregon. And then I moved up by myself for hockey. after quite a few years. So
Jordan, thanks for doing this.
yeah, thank you very much.
Jordan Salahor, he joins us here at the Kelowna Chiefs Intermission Report. Thanks for watching.